Jeff Rowe from Two Hacks Garage. Well, I'm back in Kenny's Hack Shack, and I got Kyle's Pontiac engine block sitting here. And you know what, guys? What I'm doing is I'm prepping to get this engine built. And if you've watched my other videos, you see that I like to make sure I have everything ready to go. It's all marked, it's all labeled, everything's organized. It's the attention to detail that really makes an engine build go smooth and somewhat flawlessly. I don't actually build engines for a living. I do it for a hobby, but I'm extremely passionate about it. And so this video here, guys, it's kind of a video for the beginners or people that don't do this all the time. The professionals, they have it all up here all the time. They can do it in their sleep. However, that's not the case for most of us out there. So what does this video entail? Well, it's rod orientation and also piston orientation. You just can't go slamming pistons and rods in at any given way you want, because there are certain things with your rods and pistons that have to be done correctly. And I happen to have kind of a foolproof method for beginners just to make it a little bit easier. So when you go to slam those in there to make all kinds of horsepower, you know it's right and you know things are going together smoothly, correctly, and you know what, guys? That's the name of the game. Let me show you what we're working with. All right, first thing first, if you look at these 4 cylinders here versus those 4 cylinders there, on this Pontiac engine, these 4 cylinders are not center to the 4 over there. These are actually offset backwards. That's due to the crankshaft geometry and how all the rods and pistons go in. So yeah, if you notice here, it's kind of hard to tell. Maybe I can get a better picture. There we go. They're not actually center to center. They're actually offset. And there's a reason for that. Like I said, it's how the crankshaft and rods and everything go in there to be center. But one of the first things I do, guys, is I mark this 1357 and 2468. So why does that matter? Well, let me show you. All right, guys. Well, first off, in a previous video, I talked about engine balancing. This was all balanced at Don's Machine Shop and Automotive up in Kenosha, Wisconsin. They did a very good job. And when I took it to them, I had everything labeled 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And same thing with the pistons, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And for me, that was kind of crucial because I weighed everything out together and I wanted to make sure it came back together. Now, real quick, guys, I do want to show you something. This is where it kind of plays into importance. If you look at the crankshaft right there, you will notice there's a fillet on there. And that fillet is on each side of that journal. That has to do with oiling, and that's very important. Here's why it's important. When you go to put together your engine and you have your connecting rods, you need to make sure you pay attention to that. Because if you look here, there's not much of a radius there at all, but if you look on this side, there's quite a bit of radius. So in practice, what you want to do is that radius needs to go to the fillet side, and then you're going to have your rod side. I call it inside and I call it out, so it's more or less rod side and crank side. But for what I do is I call it inside and out, because when you put this together, what you're going to have, it's going to be a configuration like this: inside to inside, out to out. What I mean by that is I'm calling this outside and I'm calling the center the inside, rod side. So why does that matter? Well, let me show you. All right, so we did talk about that offset and we did show you that crankshaft where it has the radius, that fillet on there. So here's what I did, guys, is I go through and I pair everything up when I get it back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. What I end up doing, guys, is then I go in there and I mark them outside and inside, because what you have to do based upon that offset, you got to make sure that your piston rod orientation, you got your radius to the fillet side, and you got your inside to the rod side. Rod side out, so I'm going to flip that, rod side in. So when you look at that in those bores, it's going to be center to each bore off that crankshaft. See what I'm saying? Rod side or inside, and then you got your outside towards the crankshaft fillet with those radiuses. So when you put this together on every single one, seeing it's offset, every single one is going to be like that. So the way I did this is I paired them up. So I got 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6, and 7 and 8. So when I go to put these when I go to assemble the pistons and rods, I will know what I'm working with here. 1 is going to go in this cylinder, 2 is going to go in that cylinder, and it's also going to correspond to that piston. Like I said, no radius in there. That's your inside or your rod side. Large radius is onto the outside towards the crankshaft. The other thing I do is I do mark the pistons. I mark them on top, and I also mark them on bottom. This is number 2, so it's actually going to be going over there. But you need to make sure where your valve reliefs are, you need to make sure those are in the right spot. Because if you just go slamming stuff together and get them upside down, that's no bueno. So what I go ahead and do is when I go through and mark everything on my parts, I always just, it's a mental note. Like I said, I don't do this every day, and it's just a good reminder. I put an arrow there for up, meaning up the top of the cylinder. And then I mark it there, so I can see it on top when I put it together, and when I'm putting stuff together, I also mark it on the bottom. So yeah, just pre-planning and labeling all your rods and pistons. Like I said, this is for beginners, people that don't do it all the time. It really does help out. So when I go to assemble these rods and these pistons over here, I'll know exactly where they need to go. Just kind of recap on that. I marked everything on rod side or inside, and on the outside or the crankshaft fillet side, everything's marked 2, 4, 6, 8, 1, 3, 5, 7, inside, outside. And then same thing with my pistons here. Everything is marked on the bottom, it's marked on the top. And I did label my rods or my pistons pins because, like I said, I had all this balanced and weighed out the same. And yeah, you just need to make sure you get it orientated to your crankshaft right. So this takes about 30-40 minutes to do, but you know what, guys, when you go to assemble this, it'll make it a whole lot easier. All right, well, there you have it, guys. I have everything labeled. I have everything marked. I double checked to make sure everything was rod side, crank side, where it needs to go and all that. I labeled my block where it needs to go, my pistons, rods, pins, and everything. Like I said, this is for beginners. Or somebody that doesn't do it all the time. I know there's a lot of people out there probably watching this going, oh, that's easy. Oh, this is that. If you don't do it every day, well, maybe it's not easy for everybody. Just little tips and tricks for beginners or for those that don't do it every day. But yeah, tell you what, this does save a little time, and it does extremely helpful when you go to put this thing together, because you want to make sure all those pistons and rods go exactly where they need to be. Until the next video, guys, stay tuned and stay cool.